Hello, welcome once again to Living and Active. This is a very unplanned uh, video. It's going to be on the Watchful Nomad playlist. Okay, so apparently the reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I'm staring this way, I'm currently watching, not letting you hear because it's somebody else's channel, but I'm currently watching Agenda Free TV's live coverage of what seems to be U.S. and Israel and Iran going live, going hot. I'm watching video in Haifa, Israel, of inbound ordnance being intercepted. There have been reports of attacks in Qatar, Bahrain. Apparently, a U.S. base in Bahrain has taken some rounds. There seems to be some sort of thing going on in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. So the title of this thing that I'm watching is U.S. and Israel Attack Iran. And apparently Iran is responding uh, to Israel and U.S. bases in various Middle Eastern countries. So those of you who know the temperature of the prophetic timeline in terms of how close we are to the harpazo and the tribulation and all of the prophecies concerning what's going to bring these things about. But we've been sitting at critical mass for a very, very long time, getting more and more, getting closer and closer, actually, to the culmination of these things that the testimony of God told us thousands of years ago were going to happen right before the final judgments and closing of accounts and the restoration of all of creation to what God originally intended back in Genesis. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not dealing in hyperbole. I'm not being unnecessarily arid. Sirens are going off in Israel, Qatar. Apparently there's engagements in UAE. Again, Bahrain. So again, the channel I'm watching is Agenda Free TV. They're going live. They're streaming live right now. I've watched this channel on many things, hit or miss, but they're pretty good at just covering what's actually happening. And they verify things through Reuters, AP, whatever, as they go. So it's not just a bunch of people. I mean, they've got the live chat, and live chat's going a little bit intense, as one would expect, but he muted the sound, but we were actually was actually able to hear incoming something or other. Another interceptor launch. Now something's very close. In Haifa, Israel. We're watching somebody's live. Agenda Free TV is watching somebody else's live feed from Haifa. We've already seen 2 successful interceptions, or 1 or 2. I kind of looked away, and I don't know if it was showing the same one. So yeah, it's happening. All of these things, all of these posturings by various people about the U.S.-Iran thing. So what has been confirmed is just it's the way they always do. Time proves all things. In the heat of the moment, I mean, people thought the first plane in 9/11 was the Cessna. But the unconfirmed reports are just wild and they're flying all over the place. The confirmed reports are very, very generic. But it does seem that in response to something, or maybe not in response, Iran is actually, it's very slow, very slight from what I'm seeing. There might be other video sources, whatever, that I'm not watching because I'm just watching this one guy's channel, and he's only watching the one feed. Now he's got a view of Tel Aviv. So in case people don't know, Psalm 83, some people say it's a prayer, some people say it's a prophetic vision of a war in which Israel destroys all of its closest neighboring enemies in one great battle. And a lot of people have thought that the U.S.-Iran confrontation involving Israel was going to spark into that Psalm 83 war. Prophetically speaking, there's also another war. Great massive armies, multiple armies from the north in the generally Russia area, moving down through the south and then just basically swarming over everything in its path on its way towards Israel. So that's Ezekiel 38:39. There's also another prophecy, Isaiah 17, verse 1, where Damascus, the capital of Syria, is laid to absolute waste. It's removed from being a city. It's a ruinous heap. That's what the scripture says. And all of these things on top of cultural collapse, societal dysfunction, pending economic overthrow, basically going to the one world bank system and all this other stuff, globalism and all these things, they're all ramping up all at the same time. And so these conflicts become important as you understand the historical and the prophetic framework. Okay. Iranian state Iranian state media is now taking credit for attacking all American military interests in the region. That's the claim. It's not been verified yet, but it makes sense with some of the spot updates that have been coming in. So again, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, U.S. military interests there, unconfirmed. He's saying there's alerts totally. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I've got this going on, this video. I'm going to end it. I'm going to post it. I'm going to keep watching this. I'll probably join Jesse over Gen X Thinks on his morning live stream. But I'm going to keep monitoring this, and then I might actually go live maybe. No, I won't do that. No one's going to learn anything getting things third and fifth hand from me when they could just be watching the feeds that this guy's watching and get the information firsthand. Air raid siren going off in Tel Aviv. Okay, yeah, so basic rundown, prophetic wars and things look like they're getting hot. The whole huge Iran issue that has been threatening to become an actual thing instead of a hypothetical exercise appears to be kicking off. And of course, there's also the specter of involvement or some sort of response from China and Russia. So, don't know. But that's going to be it for this video because I want to watch this and you guys don't want to watch me watch something for 20, 30, 40 minutes. So that's going to be the end of this video. Prophecy is happening, I think. Time now. So let's be mindful of my usual sign off. Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please God, because those who come to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who seek Him. And until next time, if there is a next time, and there might not be, God be with you.